I'm Jenny Fuchs, and I'm the #1
California is number 4. Khalil Asazi from Cleveland is number 5. Jason Limon from San Antonio is number 6. Isaiah Smith from Duluth is number 7. This is our deepest bracket for seeds. Also in the bracket is Alfredo Martinez of California, Atula Hassan from Tennessee, Deontay Brown from St. Louis, Dominic Francis from Florida. Sergio Martinez. Again, that concludes all boxers boxing today. All brackets will do now are not competing tonight. Ladies first, we're going to start with the youth, women 106. There's going to be one bout. All women's finals will be on Wednesday. Retes versus Chavez, Tuesday evening session. Final will be Wednesday in the noon session. Youth women, 125 pounds.
Can't see it save my life. Can't see that man. Build my phone to your charger.
There's 2 bouts in the youth women on Tuesday. They'll be in the AM session. So at 125 pounds, we have 3 boxers. Alexandra Fernandez from Texas is the top seed. Nayeli Rodriguez, also from Texas, is the number 2 seed. And also the bracket is Precious Pascasio, also from Texas. We'll draw this bracket. Rodriguez versus Pascasio will take place tomorrow in the AM session. The final will be Wednesday. £132 youth women. Nicole Ocasio is unopposed. Youth men, 108 pounds. We have 3 boxers, David Rodriguez from Dallas, Ezekiel Ferguson from Denver, and Samuel Cosio from Kansas City. Johnny Rivera, you here? So there's 3 in the bracket, so they won't compete until Wednesday. All youth male finals will take place Friday, and Friday is only a noon session. And Friday PM we'll have USA versus Germany in Hall B. So the youth men at 108 pounds will compete on Wednesday and Friday. We will draw the bracket. Cosio gets the bye. Rodriguez versus Ferguson on Wednesday. Youth men 114 pounds will begin tomorrow in the 6 p.m. session. Compete every day? No. They'll have Wednesday as a rest day. In this bracket, we have a number 1 seed, Braden Reed from Tennessee. Number 2 is Edgar Dominguez from Grove City. Also in the bracket, Daryl Lewis from Cincinnati, Eric Perez from New Jersey, Oscar Soto from Georgia, and Samuel Ramirez from Massachusetts. We will draw the bracket. Competing on Tuesday is Lewis versus Soto and Ramirez versus Perez. Wednesday will be a rest day. So 123 pounds has an even 16 boxers. They will all be competing tomorrow. All youth men will be competing on Tuesday in the 6 p.m. session. This bracket does not have any seeded boxers. Armando Vargas from Vegas, Brian Shilati from California, Dante Kirkman from California, Ernie Cuevas from Greenville, Garrett Rice from Michigan, Jonathan Cortez from Worcester, Kedrick White from Jackson, Kevin Meyer from Fredericksburg, Marquise Jones from Youngsville, Louisiana, Mateo Holt from Utah, Michael Gamble from Cincinnati, Omar Perez from Chicago, Ram Gandera from Houston, Rasheem Jefferson from Philadelphia, Tyrone Harris from Chesapeake, and Xavier Ramirez from Reading. Do we have any conflicts? I will draw the bracket. All boxers will be competing on Tuesday evening and box every day until Friday final. Youth men 132 pounds, we already drew earlier. Youth men 141 pounds, just like 123. We have 16 boxers, so it's an even bracket. They will all be competing on Tuesday. Tuesday will be a 6 p.m. session. We'll check the weigh-in results for youth man 141.
Yeah, I know. Jason, man. Yeah, I know.
So we're gonna keep youth male 141 on hold. This is an important discrepancy because this will make the bracket potentially boxing tonight. So we're gonna sort this out and we're gonna move on to 152 youth men. In this bracket, it's a little bit easier. We got 10 boxers. So youth men, 152 pounds. The top seed is Alexander Rios from Minnesota. Number 2 seed is Daniel Blancas from Milwaukee. Also in the bracket is Alexi Bergande from Tennessee. Deshaun Bundridge from Detroit. Giovanni Estella from Orlando. Jan Devers from Worcester. Keith Johnson from Hampton. Nafir Charles from Philadelphia, Ricardo Campos from Florida, and Sylvester Quiones from Texas. There'll be 2 boxing tonight. We'll draw the bracket. Keith Johnson, excuse me, that's not tonight, that's tomorrow night. Keith Johnson versus Giovanni Estella, and Alexi Bergande versus Jan Devers. Youth men's 165 pounds. We have 6 boxers. There'll be 2 boxing Tuesday with the Wednesday rest day. The top seed in this bracket is Eugene Hill from Texas. Also in the bracket is Alex Chisholm from Florida, Angel Colondres from San Antonio, Chauncey Bender from Louisville, Darian Henry from Florida, and Francis Hogan from Massachusetts. Drawing the bracket, Bender receives the bye in a box on Thursday. Box on Tuesday will be Colondres and Henry, and Chisholm and Hogan, with the top seed also receiving the bye. We're gonna come back to 178 pounds. Youth men 201. There's 2 boxers, and they're gonna be on the Friday final with all the other youth males. There are Michael Hudson from Georgia will be the top seed, and Kerbin from Chattanooga. Youth men super heavyweight. The top seed in this weight class is Dante White from Baltimore. LaMichael Bolden from Knoxville is the number 2 seed. And also competing is Eric Rodriguez from Austin. On Wednesday, noon session will be Bolden versus Rodriguez. White, the winner will face White in the final on Friday. Youth men 178 pound. We have 5 boxers. The top seed is David Garcia from Crescent City. Number 2 is Bryce Edwards from Oklahoma. Number three is Gordy Rutz from Detroit. And number 4 is Matthew Rodriguez from Michigan. Also competing is Jesus Hurtado from California. Spread of a rest day on Wednesday. Third semifinal. I think my microphone's dying. And a Friday final. Test, it's got full mic. Test. Draw the bracket, and competing on Tuesday is Rodriguez versus Hurtado. The top 3 seeds will be off until Thursday. We're gonna wait on 141 pounds still, because we're waiting on the weighmaster. Youth, just youth. First junior girls category is 101 pounds. There's 3 boxers. They will begin competition tomorrow at noon with a Wednesday final. The top seed is Esmeralda Gonzalez from Dallas. Number 2 seed is Kayla Gomez from El Paso. And also competing is Carla Sands from Colorado. There's 2 boxers at 106 pounds. Again, all junior female finals will be Wednesday. Top seed is Maria Yardines from California. Number 2 seed is Natalia Castaneda from Kansas City. There's no girls at junior 110 pounds. 114 pounds, we've already drawn earlier. Junior girls 119 pounds, we have 4 competitors. The top seed is Vivian Gutierrez from Chicago. The number 2 seed, Tierra Martinez from Providence. They'll compete on Tuesday with a Wednesday final. We'll draw the bracket. Gutierrez versus Memphis tomorrow. And Martinez. Junior girls, 125 pounds. Our top seed is Melissa Holguin from San Antonio. Number 2 seed, Ariana Carrasco from Las Cruces. And also competing, Emmy Gossett. Junior girls, 132 pounds. Our top seed is Lachey Bradford of Toledo. Yeah. No. Junior girls, 138 pounds. And that concludes the junior female draw. Moving on to junior males, excuse me, we'll go back to youth men, 141 pounds.
Thank you. Was that okay, man? Oh, I was gonna ask how Dr. Bruce said like comes along the plan. Video is fine. Like specification. Just that we wanted to get more like elite boxers as we were planning on doing. Can I get about I think from like and that will have their weights. And then you're gonna how long are you going on video?
On the battle.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like if a few hours it'll be like I don't know how
No, I just do it out there like that. All that was his thing. That's what you call it.
I guess here's the and then like about every 3 like 1 minute resting. So it looks like all complete except for one of them. They gave male at the top there. So I just record that whole session tonight. Record the whole session 2 and 3. You have 4 just under 40,000 total of footage.
40 and each is like 6 minutes, so 4 hours.
You'll have each bout is 18 minutes long. So
George Perez, Kevin Brown. And please report to the at 4 o'clock. The first bout. Okay, thanks for bringing that to my attention.
Take a picture, Jeff. Oh, let him fill it out.
So right now they're going to go. They do have
Now.
Got Garcia and Feliciano on Wednesday. Winner faces Boca Negra on Friday in the final. Junior 95 pounds. Four boxers. The top seed is Jose Valadez from Texas. Also Christian Nones from Florida. Ural Adams from Chattanooga. Jeremy Dievis from New Jersey. All junior males will have their finals on Friday. £101, they'll start competition on Tuesday. We have 8 boxers. The top seed is Sylvester Nzunza from Tucson. Number 2 seed is Keith Burrows from Oxon Hill, Maryland. Also in the bracket, Asiel Negrete from Iowa, Blake Ashbrook from Oklahoma, Daniel Rodriguez from Texas, Figo Ramirez from Dallas, Francis Scotta from Mass, and Julian Lugo from Rockford. They will be off on Wednesday for the final on Friday. All boxers in even bracket will be competing on Tuesday in the AM session. Junior boys, 106 pounds, also an 8 boxer bracket. Top seed here is Floyd Diaz from Vegas. Eli Langford from Georgia is the number 2 seed. All boxers will compete Tuesday at noon with a rest day Wednesday. Thursday semifinal. Friday final. Also in the bracket is Anthony Thompson from Cincinnati, Coutinho Oliver from Baltimore, Diego Bengochea from Connecticut, Mackay Phillips from Maryland, Oliver Alonso from California, and Shamar Kanal from New York. Under 10 pounds, we have 11 boxers. There will be 3 bouts on Tuesday. All right, 110 pounds, we got a top seed of Trinidad Vargas from Texas. Also in the bracket, Barrett Wilson of Cleveland, Brian Cortez of Edinburgh, Dempsey Wooten from Oklahoma, Garrett Palmer from Michigan, Isaro Ramirez from San Antonio, Jose Garribo from Omaha, Randy Canady from St. Louis, Rosendo Martinez from Odessa, Tanner Garul from Utah, and Tavosha Arnold from Chattanooga. DJ. 3 bouts tonight, 3 bouts Tuesday, the noon session. Junior boys, 114 pounds. We have a top seed Jamal Harvey from Oxon Hill. Number 2 seed D'Angelo Sanchez of Las Cruces. There's 10 boxers in the bracket. Means us on Tuesday in 2 bouts. Box every day from Tuesday to Friday with a Friday final. Also in the bracket is Esteban Orozco from Midland, Fernando Vasquez from Dallas, Jalen Walker from California, Yasiel Dieguez from New York, Jabdullah from Cincinnati, Yaron Sutton from St. Louis, Keith Colin, Sutton versus Walker on Tuesday, and Robinette versus Cologne on Tuesday. All other boxers will box the following day on Wednesday. Canteen is an even bracket of 8 boxers, so they won't begin until Tuesday. Everyone will box on Tuesday. Number 1 seed is Floyd Schofield from Georgia. We got the number 2 seed, Maximus Castro from Phoenix. Also in the bracket is Abdurrahman Mason from Cleveland, Arturo Ramos from San Antonio, Herman Lopez from Arlington, Yona Lopez from Hawaii, Malik Lark from St. Louis, Mohammed Robinson from Maryland, Nathan Arceo from Hawaii, Osiel Flores from Rockford, Ricardo Gonzalez from Racine, Roberto Fernandez from Texas, Sean Brown from Missouri, Torrey Coleman from Cincinnati, Troy Davis from Louisville, and Zach Sanchez from Odessa. We have 2 Hawaiians from the same bracket, the same club. Are there any other conflicts? All boxers in the ring on Tuesday, boxing every day until Friday final. Okay, Hawaii. So the rule is the first bout, so they are separated in the first bout. Junior boys, 125 pounds. We have top seed of Xavier Nunez from Corpus Christi. Number 2 is Jason Komenikin from Wisconsin. 12 box bracket. Bouts on Tuesday. Also in the bracket, Angel Hernandez from Indiana, Devon Lucas from Houston, Dioncio Martinez from San Antonio, Emmanuel Valerio from Indianapolis, Javier Fernandez from San Antonio, Jeremy Ortiz from Illinois, Jose Rodriguez from Springfield, Mass, Michael Osorio from Louisville, Ricardo Guerra from Brownsville, and Santana Draper from Houston. A lot of duplicate cities are eliminating conflicts of boxing clubs. Houston, San Antonio. Boxing on Tuesday will be Hernandez and Ortiz, Draper and Fernandez, Osorio, Valerio, and Lucas versus Guerra. That's Tuesday in the noon session. Junior boys, 132 pounds was already drawn earlier. Junior boys, 138 pounds. We have top seed, Lionel Cardenas from Texas. Number 2, Ferris Dixon from Detroit. Number 3, Yahi Tucker from New York. And the 4 seed is Stacy Selby of Baltimore. Also in this bracket is Cesar Reyes from Bloomington, DeMontes Duncan from Louisville, Cesar Reyes from Texas, Duncan from Louisville, Pemberton from Missouri, Jamar Pemberton from Missouri, Jason Brooks from Cincinnati, Cameron Hills from the Boot, Kevin Soto from Dallas, Khalil Abdullah from Cleveland, Saleh Means from Philadelphia, and Stephen Cunningham from Pennsylvania. We'll draw the bracket. Tuesday at noon will be Brooks and Pemberton, Means and Abdullah, Selby and Duncan, Reyes and Cunningham, Hills and Soto. Junior boys, 145 pounds. Our top seed is Giancarlos Torres. Also in the bracket is Alexis Ortega from Phoenix, Jack Harmon from Tennessee, Kobe Harris from Louisville, Michael Espino from North Carolina, and Xander Zayas from Florida. Draw the bracket. Zayas received the bye. Boxing Tuesday in the AM session is Ortega and Espino, Harmon and Harris. £154. Top seed is Aaron Garcia from Phoenix. Number 2 seed is Derek Jackson from Orlando. There'll be 3 bouts. There's 7 boxers. There'll be 3 bouts on Tuesday at noon. Wednesday will be a rest day. Also in the bracket is Cameron Cleveland from Hampton, Derek Smith from Milwaukee, Elijah Martinez from New Mexico, Elijah Williams from New York, and Jonathan Guillard from New Orleans. The top seed received the bye. Everybody else will be boxing on tomorrow in the AM session. £165, we have 5 boxers. The top seed is Dante Benjamin. Number 2 seed is Daryl Valsaint from Orlando. Number 3 seed is Dante Lane from New York. Also in the bracket is Nathan Pagan from Philadelphia and Obed RTL from Huntsville. There'll be 1 bout on Tuesday, tomorrow, in the AM. Wednesday will be a rest day, followed by Thursday, semifinal, Friday final. We'll draw the bracket. Boxing tomorrow in the AM is Nathan Pagan and Obed Barti. There's no competitors at 176 pounds. 176 plus has 3 boxers. They'll compete Wednesday in the semifinal and a Friday final. Ballard changed his weight categories, so does not have a seed. Unopposed. We allow unopposed to change after the deadline. Ballard received by Wednesday via Ochoa and Crane. Correct, Wednesday noon, Friday fine. We're going to keep the juniors at the noon session. That concludes the junior and youth division draw. I'm going to go ahead and publish this, and then we'll continue on with the Pee-wees, band intermediate. Just to get this online so everyone can see it. So give me 5 or so minutes. Continuing on, the draw for intermediate girls 90 pounds. We have three competitors. The top seed is Mariah Bahe from Arizona. Also in the bracket is Brooke Ashiuzo from Colorado and Romino Concieros Rojas from Dallas. Draw the bracket. Bahe, the top seed, will receive the bye and will be in the final on Wednesday. The other two competitors will compete tomorrow at noon. There's no boxers at 95 pounds. 101, we have three boxers. Camille James from Philadelphia is the top seed. Alicia Sierra from Houston and Sarai Brown from Georgia are the other two competitors. They'll box on Tuesday at noon with a Wednesday final. Brown out of the red corner, Sierra out of the blue corner. 106 pounds, we have four competitors. Fernanda Chavez from Dallas is the top seed. Also in the bracket is Haley Cancel from Massachusetts, Kelsey Sarita from Texas, and Yamila Tobias from Texas. There'll be two bouts on Tuesday. apologize. We will now draw this bracket. Fernanda Chavez versus Kelsey Sarita tomorrow at noon, and Cancel versus Tobias also at noon. The final will be Wednesday at noon. Intermediate girls, 110 pounds. There's two competitors. Hannah McGinnis from Tennessee, and Yoselin Perez from Houston. They will box in a Wednesday final. McGinnis out of red, Perez out of blue. Intermediate girls, 114 pounds. We have no competitors. No competitors at 119, and one boxer at 125.
Lily.
Savannah Williams of Colorado Springs is unopposed at 125 pounds. That concludes the intermediate female draw. Intermediate boys, 70 pounds. Kamari Rainey of Cincinnati is our top seed. Also competing is Emmett Villalpando from Weslaco and Jason Esperanza from Wichita Falls. They'll compete Wednesday at noon to begin with a Friday final. All intermediate male finals will take place on Friday. Kamari Rainey, the top seed, will receive the bye. £75, the top seed is Brian Gonzalez from Phoenix. Also competing Emilio Rettig from Ohio, Ranulfo Bocanegra from Donna, Texas, Rayon McKeevy from Chester, Pennsylvania. These bouts will be on Wednesday at noon with a Friday final. All four boxers competing on Wednesday. There is no buys. £80, we have 8 boxers, meaning all boxers will be competing on Tuesday. Wednesday will be a rest day. Thursday semifinal, Friday final. Our top seed here is Takeem Bradley from Albany. He's the only seeded boxer. Also competing is Amador Mendez of Austin, Chad Pitts of Georgia, Christian Alviso from Texas, Jeremiah Duran from Colorado, Juan Ishmael Del Real from Rockford, and Kevin Ayala from Illinois, and Willie Torres from Pennsylvania. Again, everybody boxing on Tuesday. £85, we have 9 boxers, meaning there'll be 1 bout on Tuesday. Everyone else will be waiting until Wednesday to begin competition. So the top seed was scratched. So the number 2 moves into the 1 seed. Hector Beltran of Dallas is our top seed. No other seeds also competing will be Brayshawn Johnson of Cincinnati, Caleb Zuniga from Texas, Emmanuel Perez from Dallas, Javion Taylor from Fayetteville, North Carolina, Marcella Smith from Cleveland, Nick Taylor also from Fayetteville, Fayetteville, Georgia, Quincy Page from St. Louis, and Zach Carter from Illinois. I don't think there's any conflicts. Again, one bout on Tuesday. It'll be Quincy Page and Emmanuel Perez. All the other boxers will wait to compete on Wednesday, Thursday semifinal, Friday final. Intermediate boys, 90 pounds. We have no seated boxers. We have 8 boxers total, an even bracket. That means they'll get a rest day Wednesday. They'll start on Tuesday at noon, everyone in competition. Thursday semifinal, Friday final. In this bracket is Cameron McKinstry from Cincinnati, Christian Romero from Texas, Yaziel Lopez, also from Texas, Jerome Harrigan from Norfolk, Kenyon Reddick from Ohio, Martin Caraballo from Florida, Mason Huntley from Toledo, and Richard Dotson from Maryland. No conflicts? Anyone? We'll draw the bracket. Everyone is competing on Tuesday. Intermediate boys, 95 pounds. We have 11 boxers, meaning 3 bouts on Tuesday. At intermediate boys, 95 pounds, we have a top seed of Antoine Dorn from Pennsylvania. Also competing is Antonio Walker of Indianapolis, Elazar Pineda from Texas, Ezequiel Martinez from New Mexico, Jay Messina from Austin, Yasir Jr. from New York, Jaden Griffey from South Dakota, Jeremiah Jameson from Maryland, Karma Burris from Georgia, Presley David from North Carolina, and Samaj Brooks from New York. What's that, sir? We'll go ahead and draw this bracket. Competing on Tuesday noon is Griffey versus Ezequiel Martinez, Walker versus Junior, Pineda versus David. The rest of the boxers will compete on Wednesday, Thursday, semifinal, Friday, final. Okay, there's a question about a junior bracket, 125 pounds. All right, back to intermediate boys, 101 pounds. 15 boxer bracket. Competing every day starting tomorrow. The top seed is Emmanuel Moreno from Wichita Falls. He'll be the only one not competing tomorrow. In this bracket is Bara Alamir from Louisville, Carlos Martinez from Dallas, Douglas Foggy from Cincinnati, Joe Willett from Utah, Harold Wallace from St. Louis, James Pullen from Omaha, Jesus Martinez from San Antonio, Michael Crockett from Toledo, Patrick O'Connor from Massachusetts, Raimundo Valle from Houston, Sasha Tudor from Florida, Sean Meyer from Fredericksburg, Travell Fain from Akron, and Uziel Yepes from Kansas City. We'll draw the bracket if there's no conflicts. Moreno with the bye. All other boxers in the bracket will be competing on Tuesday at noon. Intermediate boys, 106 pounds. We have 10 boxers, meaning there'll be 2 bouts on Tuesday. There's no seated boxers in this bracket. Competitors are Anthony Fabello from Louisville, Darius Jackson from Orlando, Jacob Steers from Kansas City, Joaquin Roberson from Tampa, Juan Cortez from Edinburgh, Marcelo Tejada from New Jersey, Monta McDougall from North Carolina, Ronnie Edmonds from Sebastian Juarez from Brownsville, Skylar Reyes from Hawaii. Are there any conflicts? We'll draw the bracket. Competing on Tuesday will be Edmonds versus Tejada and McDougall versus Fabella. All other boxers will compete on Wednesday, leading to a Friday final. Intermediate boys, 110 pounds. We have 8 boxers, an even bracket, giving them a rest day on Wednesday. We have top seeded Chris Simmons from North Carolina. Also competing is Emmanuel Carrillo from Texas. Forte from Cincinnati. Henry from Florida. Smith Rawls from Philadelphia. Rodriguez from Springfield. Tubbs from Cincinnati. And Robinson from Oklahoma. Are there any conflicts? All boxers will be in competition on tomorrow at noon. Intermediate boys, 114 pounds. We have 7 boxers. The top seed is Davion King Foster of Toledo. The other competitors are Mason from Cleveland, Mercado from California, Uribe from Texas, Gandara from Dallas, Amaji from Arlington, and Sekanian from Brooklyn. Yes, sir.
green in the mirror.
Davion King Foster was a scratch. Never checked in, never came. Davion King Foster did not come. Thank you, Coach. Looks like the wrong boxer was removed. Zyrell is there. Let me confirm the seed since that changed the seeding a bit. Intermediate 114.
Oh, they said they're gonna be outside waiting for you.
So we still have 7 boxers. There's no seeds. Any discrepancies in this bracket? Go ahead and draw it. Abdullah Mason drew the bye. All other boxers on Tuesday. Wednesday will be a rest day. Thursday will be the semifinal with a Friday final. £119. There's 5 boxers. The top seed being Anthony Reeves from Georgia. Number 2 seed Quentin Hernandez from Old Town. Also competing is Ashton Jackson from Mississippi, Dario Villegas from Iowa, and Roger Lane from Illinois. There'll be 1 bout on Tuesday. We'll draw the bracket. Tuesday, tomorrow at noon will be Jackson versus Lane. Reeves, Villegas, and Hernandez will compete on Thursday. Intermediate boys 125. We have 8 boxers. The top seed is Taborian Anderson from Red Stick. Also on that bracket is Alan Panduro Angulo from Omaha, Jesse Aviles from Florida, Malachi Davis from Albany, Michael Clements from Michigan, Muhammad Means from Philly, Raheem Lawrence from Pennsylvania, and Richard Hogan from Massachusetts. 4 bouts taking place on Tuesday. Wednesday is a recovery day. Thursday semifinal, Friday final. There's no conflicts. We'll draw the bracket. All boxers competing tomorrow at noon. All boxers competing at noon tomorrow. Intermediate 50 pounds. We have 3 boxers. William Kerbin from Chattanooga is the number 1. Joseph Miranda from Wisconsin and Keegan Gibbs from Indianapolis are also in the bracket. They'll compete on Wednesday with the Friday final. If there's no conflicts, we will draw the bracket. Gibbs versus Miranda on Wednesday. £138 is the same situation with 3 boxers. The box Wednesday and Friday. The top seed in this bracket is Jesus Garza from Corpus Christi. Also competing is Dalen Howes from Ohio and John Savia from West Virginia. There's no conflicts. W145. 145 is an empty bracket. 154 is an unopposed bracket. Done with the intermediate division, we'll move on to the bantam girls. Our first category is 70 pounds. We have 3 boxers. Alyssa Hernandez from Midland, Angela Zuniga from Dallas, and Yoselin Olayo from Las Cruces. They will have a Wednesday final with a Tuesday semifinal, all in the noon session. Draw the bracket. Zuniga received the bye, and in the other side of the bracket will be Olayo and Hernandez on tomorrow AM session. At Bantam, 85-pound female, Tegan Reed is unopposed. There's no competitors at 90 pounds. At 95 pounds, there's 2 competitors that will box in a Wednesday final. The top seed is Violet Lopez of Milwaukee. The number 2 seed is Naima Garcia from Harlingen. And therefore, Lopez will be in the red and Garcia in the blue. Bantam girls are 101 pounds. We have 3 competitors: Evelyn Cuevas from San Antonio, Yolimar Lopez from Orlando, and Shamirkle Hardaway of Georgia. We'll draw this bracket. Cuevas received the bye. Lopez versus Hardaway on the other side. And Band of Girls 110, we've already drawn. That concludes the Band of Girls division.
See you later.
Band of Boys 65 pounds we've already done. Band of Boys 70 pounds is an even bracket of 8 boxers. There are no seeds. We have Angelo Hernandez of Indiana, Dylan Dominguez of Utah, Jeremiah Robledo of San Antonio, Jesus Urbina from Toledo, Julio Villarreal from Mesquite, Owen Miranda from Wisconsin, Harris Taylor from New York, Javier Rodriguez from Pennsylvania. Xavier. No bouts on Monday. They will all compete on Tuesday. We'll draw the bracket if there's no conflicts. All boxers in competition tomorrow, AM session. The Band of Boys 75 pounds was already drawn. Takes us to 80 pounds. Top seeded Carmel Moten from Las Vegas. Other competitors are Amir Lee from Oxon Hill, Elijah Vandershoot from Tennessee, Joaquin Camberos from Tucson, Caleb Johnson from Raleigh, and Kevon Johnson from Cincinnati. Competing on Tuesday, beginning on Tuesday. The Bantam Male division will have a finals on Thursday. All Bantam Male finals will be on Thursday. If there's no conflicts, we'll draw the bracket. Vandershoot received the bye, as did Carmel Moten, being the top seed. Competing tomorrow will be Camberos and Johnson, and also Lee and Caleb Johnson. '85 pounds, there's 8 boxers. The top seed is Aaron Soriano from Albuquerque. Number 2 would be Aldo Blancas from Wisconsin. Also competing is Ibrahim Mason from Cleveland, Joey Isaac from Cincinnati, Naeem Somerville from Baltimore, Ralik Bourne from Queens, Rick Nunez from San Antonio, and Samir Rafahi from Alexandria. All right, so we just called out those, that was Bantam boys, 90 pounds. So there's 8 boxers. Everybody will be competing on Tuesday. If there's no conflicts, we will draw the bracket. Tuesday, all boxers competing. Bantam boys, 85 pounds. We're going to pause and take a 30-minute break. I'm just kidding. So the top seed is Jose Vasquez of Dallas. Number 2 seed is Rivera from Philadelphia. Other competitors are David Lona of Texas, Lorenzo Garcia of Colorado, Gardner from Michigan, and Mitri from Arizona. These boxers will begin on Tuesday, compete Wednesday with a Thursday final. If there's no conflicts, we will draw the bracket. The top 2 seeds receive the buys, Garcia versus Lona and Gardner versus Mitri on Tuesday. Boys Bantam, 95 pounds. We have top seed of Malachi Ross from Missouri. Also in the bracket is Ahmed Almaji from Arlington, Yvonne Harris from Georgia, Yosef Awanoya from Illinois, and Simon Davis from Oxon Hill. There's no conflicts, we'll draw the bracket. Meeting Tuesday will be Davis and Harris. The other boxers will be competing on Wednesday. Amir Hopkins is unopposed from Clinton, Maryland. Bantam Boys 101. £106, Bantam male. We have a top seed of Santiago Bonita from Fort Worth. Also competing is Akeem Robinson of Ohio, Alfredo Gonzalez of Wisconsin, Daniel Ramirez of Houston, Joshua Franco of Odessa, and Kenneth Williams of Raleigh. There'll be 2 bouts on Tuesday. Okay, if there's no conflicts, we'll draw the bracket. Williams and the top seed Bonita receive the byes. Competing tomorrow will be Gonzalez and Robinson and Franco and Ramirez. There's no competitors at Band of Boys 110. Moving on to 114, there are 4 boxers. Adrian Nieves from San Antonio, Jesus Rodriguez from Milwaukee, Joshua Briggs from Maryland, and Wesley Davis from Knoxville. They'll be competing tomorrow with a Thursday final. All boxers competing on Tuesday, tomorrow at noon. Band of Boys, 119 pounds. We have 2 boxers. They will compete in the Thursday final. Lugo in red, Best in blue. That's all the Band of Boys division. We have 1 bracket at the Pee Wee 9-10 girls. Diamond Hardaway from Georgia and Kale Waldrop from Tennessee. That will be a Wednesday final with all the other females finals. Waldrop will be in red, Hardaway in blue. Moving on to Pee Wee boys at 55 pounds. We have 5 boxers, meaning there'll be 1 bout tomorrow. Pee Wee 9-10 boys will have their finals on Thursday. We have a top seed in this bracket of Cavante James from El Paso. The other competitors are Austin Leonidas from Utah, Jackson Palmer from Michigan, Liam Smithwick from Texas, Paul Martinez from Colorado. If there's no conflicts, we'll draw the bracket. The 1 bout competing tomorrow will be Garcia versus Smithwick. Martinez and Palmer will be competing on Wednesday, along with the top seed, James. Pee Wee boys, 60 pounds. We have 8 competitors. This means that they will compete Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The top 8 in this bracket from Wisconsin. The second seed will be Hector Garcia from Texas. Also competing is Angel Vargas from Texas, Emmanuel Reddick from Ohio, Hassan Joseph from Philly, Isaiah Vandershoot from Tennessee, Khalil Harvey from Michigan, and Manuel Gonzalez from Arizona. If there's no conflicts, we will draw it. Every boxer will be competing tomorrow in the noon session. We already drew Pee Wee 910 boys 65 pounds and also 70 pounds. Move on to Pee Wee 910 boys 75 pounds. We have 7 boxers with the top seed, Yusef Mohammed from Michigan. Also competing, Eric Acosta from Victoria, Texas, Herman Armenta from Dallas, Texas, Jermaine Nix from Cleveland, Ohio, Jose Sarko from Florida, Juan Maya from Utah, and Michael O'Connor from Massachusetts. 3 bouts on Tuesday. Draw the bracket. All boxers other than the top seed will be competing tomorrow at noon. At Pee Wee Boys 80 pounds, we have top seed of Rayshawn Jones from Philadelphia, and also competing is Elil Herrera from Mercedes. They will be in a final on Thursday at noon. Pee Wee Boys 910, 85. We have 7 boxers. Also competing, Adrian Chavez of Georgia, Artemy Skorkodov from Brooklyn, Aaron Pajak from Missouri, Daniel Garza from Brownsville, and Robert Figueroa from Florida. Pee Wee 910, 90 pounds. We have 3 boxers. We'll be boxing tomorrow in a semifinal with a Wednesday final. We have a top seed, Khalil Robinson from Maryland, Terry Sanders from Florida is the number 2, and Amir Aminov from Louisville is also competing. Pee-wee 8-year-old girls, 55 pounds. We have Maxine Garcia from Utah and Danica Reyna from San Antonio. They'll box in a Wednesday final. So 2 boxers at Pee-wee 8-year-old boys, 50 pounds. We have Arsen Kamenov from Brooklyn and Eric Hernandez from Midland. They'll box at a Thursday final. Pee-wee boys, 55 pounds was unopposed. Pee-wee 8 boys, 60 pounds, begin on Tuesday. Pee-wee 8-year-old boy, 60 pounds. We have top seed Hayden Hoopy from California. Also competing is David Olguin from San Antonio, Isai Martinez from New Mexico, Maximus Ruiz from Pittsburgh, and Tamim Rafari from Alexandria. No conflicts. I'll draw the bracket. Competing tomorrow is Martinez and Ruiz. The others will box on Wednesday. And that concludes the draw. I'm going to publish the draw now, and so everyone can see.